In this quick video, I'd like to take a look at why we might choose to use Deformation Wrangle over the Point or Attribute Wrangle to do custom deformation setups inside of Houdini. That has to do with derivatives, the fact that Deformation Wrangle automatically calculates the derivatives for us, whereas the Point or Attribute Wrangle does not. So what's this whole business of derivatives? Well, derivatives is simply how one value or function updates in relationship to another value instantaneously. So we have a very simple wave-like deformer set up on both the Deformation Wrangle and the Point Wrangle. So let's look at what that gives us. So as you can see, it's just a very simple wave-like deformer on Sir Pixelot geometry here. Let's take a look at the normals so that we can get a better visualization for what's happening. As a matter of fact, instead of taking a look at the normals, I have some cones copied onto points here. Now let's view the point or attribute wrangle. So I have them both connected to a switch, so I'm just going to switch between each. So let's look at the point or attribute wrangle at the moment. Now take a very close look at these cones, and you will see that as I move through this wave deformer, the cones are basically just moving up and down. The orientations of the cones are not being updated as we move through this wave deformer. And that's a problem, because as we move through the deformer and the surface updates, we would like the surface normals to be updated both in position and orientation as the geometry deforms. Now let's take a look at the deformation wrangle. Now we're on the deformation wrangle. Let's take a look at the cones. You can clearly see how these are being rotated with the surface of the geometry, how the normal is changing and the cones are properly updating their orientation instantaneously as the geometry deforms. And this is why we might choose to use the deformation wrangle over the attribute wrangle. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.